Hey everyone, today I want to share something that I found rather interesting that has been happening with a lot of iPhone XRs and their replacement screens. There's decent shortage of parts currently thanks to the coronavirus, but we are still getting parts in. They're just not always the best parts. So this one is actually from another shop, and what I wanted to show you here is that this is what happens. This is why you can get your phone repaired and then a week later it's a black screen. The phone's still on, still makes sound, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't do anything, it doesn't display. And the reason that this is because these aftermarket screens, the way that they're designing them, this longer flex connector right here is supposed to be run underneath the other flex connector. If it is not, and if it is laying on top like so, what happens when you close it is that other flex connector is going to push this one over. And eventually, what's going to happen is this is going to lead to the small ribbon flex right here getting bent, split, and cracked. And that's going to cause you to not have a display anymore. Now, normally I would say that this is just laziness, but unfortunately it seems to be relatively common on some of these replacement parts, and in particular ones that I've also been getting. So this one is straight out of the box. This one you can see is not run under there. So in order to fix the problem with these replacement screens, what you've got to do is actually soften the adhesive under the flex cable that's already basically glued down. A lot of these are coming without it glued down, which is very convenient, but this one was actually glued down. And what you want to do is basically pry that up very softly and slowly, and we're going to slide the other flex connector underneath that one right there, and then we're going to pull it through from the other side, just like threading the needle. You want to be very, very careful not to put excess bend on these. You don't want to put too much pressure on these flex cables, as it is obvious that they are very, very weak. So we will pull that through, pull the connector through, and then pull it flush. Now we can see that they are laying exactly the way that they should. So when you go to connect it now, you won't get that bulge. The pressure from this flex connector cannot be moved to this one, and you won't get a split on the flex. This will prevent XRs from coming back to you and having no display issues, and keep your stores from having two RMA parts. It is important that you do this step though, because a lot of the parts that we've been seeing lately do not have this lined up properly. This one, unfortunately, is going to then need a full replacement because that flex connector is ripped. So, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next one.